Able to see the slides?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning to all of you. Last class we have started with diode models, modeling the diode in the forward characteristics. Today I have asked you to study terminal characteristics and come. Am I right? Have you studied? Yes. So Ananya is there? Ananya?
Yes, ma'am.
Ananya, give me the diode current equation.
Um,
ID equal to? Give the diode current equation. Are you there? Ananya? Samyukta is there? Samyukta? Samyukta? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Samyukta is there? See, if you are not responding, you'll be marked as absent, okay? Then Pranav is there? Pranav? Pranav?
Yes, ma'am.
Pranav, give me diode current equation.
I is equal to Is into e power V by NVT minus 1, ma'am.
I equal to Is e power V by NVT minus 1. So what is that Is called?
Scale current, ma'am.
Why it is called as scale current?
Ma'am, it depends on the cross-sectional area of the diode, ma'am.
So if area doubles, what happens to the diode current?
That also doubles, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Krishna Murari is there. So many times I have called this name. No, not even a single time I get a response. Krishna. Fine. Piyush. Piyush.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the difference between small v and VT?
VT is the thermal voltage, ma'am. It depends on the temperature, and
What
small
is
v
the
is diode voltage.
terminal voltage? So
Yes.
can you give me the relationship between VT and temperature? With respect to Boltzmann constant and all, one equation is there, no? What is that? VT is equal to?
VT equal to
KT,
K by
KT
Q.
by Q. So what is that? TT is in degree Celsius or in Kelvin?
Kelvin, ma'am.
Kelvin. And Q is the electronic charge.
1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb.
Coulombs. Okay, fine. Harshvardhan? Harshvardhan?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. What is the relationship of this saturation current in the forward bias condition with respect to temperature? It doubles for how many degrees Celsius?
Increase in 5 degrees Celsius.
5 degrees Celsius rise in temperature. And what is the cut-in voltage of silicon normal? When it
0.7.
starts conducting? 0.7
More
is
than
the
0.7, ma'am.
more than 0.5 you can say 5.
Okay, ma'am.
So 0.6 to 0.8 will get more conduction. The normal conducting interval will be from 0.6 to 0.8.
0.6 to 8.
Fine. Then Grishmant?
Yes, ma'am.
In reverse bias condition, whatever current you are getting is due to which effect?
Ma'am.
In reverse bias condition, you'll get a reverse current. It is due to the effect of what?
Leakage reverse.
That leakage current is due to majority charge carriers or minority charge carriers?
Minority charge carriers.
Minority charge carriers. Okay. Deepak is there. Deepak. 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 No. Then Lohit. Lohit. I need some time to learn all the 179 names. Slowly I'm learning. Lohit is there? Lohit? No. Then I'll pick from here. Akhilesh. Akhilesh.
Ma'am, I am Deepak, ma'am. There are two names, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Your name is.
Venkat Deepak.
Okay. Okay, Deepak. Give me an answer for this question.
Yes.
So in reverse bias condition, the reverse saturation current doubles for how many degrees Celsius per degree rise? Reverse saturation current doubles for every
Reverse
reverse saturation current doubles for every
1 degree, ma'am.
1 degree.
10.
10 degrees, ma'am. 10.
10. Deepak, go through the concepts carefully. Every day I'll ask you question. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Akhilesh is there? Akhilesh?
Yeah.
Akhilesh. How will you define breakdown region?
Breakdown region means when you apply a reverse voltage and after that a certain time the current it doesn't resist the current, it starts flowing continuously. That's the breakdown voltage.
Yeah, that means that whenever that reverse voltage exceeds a threshold value.
Yeah.
Okay. No point in studying here and there. Whatever concepts if you are studying, you study it thoroughly. Okay. You should be in a position to give a clear answer. Okay, Akhilesh?
Okay, ma'am.
That way you learn. Okay. Let it be only one minute topic, fine, but learn it thoroughly so that there won't be no need to do the repetition later while appearing for examination. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Aryan.
Ma'am?
Aryan.
Ma'am,
For
one second. No, this is not Aryan, ma'am. This is Likit. I got a doubt.
a
Ma'am, can we say that breakdown region is a region where current increases rapidly and may lead to power dissipation?
yeah,
Can
but
we-
along with that you include that breakdown voltage. That threshold voltage is the important point over there.
Okay, ma'am.
That don't neglect. That is what I meant. Okay.
Ma'am?
Yeah.
Also a small doubt for me.
Yeah.
For silicon diode, it is 0.5 voltage. I mean, the cutoff voltage, ma'am. 0.7, ma'am. But the diode.
That is the rapid rise. The maximum you can get up to 0.7. That's why in all the numericals we are using that more conducting part. That is 0.7 volt. Approximately it is 0.7 volt. Usually the conduction interval will be from 0.5 onwards. It will start conducting.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Aryan. No response. All these students will be marked as absent, okay? Those who are not responding. Sannidhi? No. Priya?
Yes,
Priya?
ma'am. Sannidhi.
Sannidhi. Tell me, for a conducting diode, what is the relationship between the temperature, that is with two temperature if you have, what happens for a conducting diode? The temperature, what is the voltage drop with respect to temperature?
Voltage drop.
It decreases by? I told, right, to study and come?
Yes, ma'am.
You did not look into it? Whatever you have studied in last 2 weeks?
Yes, ma'am. I read it, ma'am, but I'm not getting idea for this.
You please, okay, see, offline means I know how to make students learn, but online I too have limitations. In that also, see, now it is 8:42. It's my time.
I'm getting confused by 1 degree and 2 degree now.
Nowhere I have mentioned 2 degree. Everywhere the relationship is between 1 degree Celsius rise.
Okay, 1 degree by 2 millivolts.
So you study it thoroughly, whatever concepts, no one. See, for namesake, why don't learn?
Yes,
If you see the timing, I started the class at 8:30. 8:30, now it is 8:43. Is it required for me to ask questions? Not at all required. Why I am putting this effort? At least you will learn. You will at least open the book.
Yes,
See, last minute study for a few subjects will not help you. Last minute study for few subjects will not help you at all. Okay, so that's why I'm making you to read every day. So during exam, you will not face any difficulty. Otherwise, all the concepts the day before, if you turn the pages, nothing will go to the memory. Few subjects, no, failures are more. So please study regularly, all of you, those who are not responding particularly. Sanidhi, fine, you study it properly. If any doubt is there, ping me, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
Yes.
actually I have a doubt in yesterday's previous problem, ma'am. Can I ask you after the class or no?
You can ping me separately.
Yes.
Yeah. So last class we have started with modeling the diode forward characteristics. So can you list out which are the diode models available? Which are the diode models available? Yesterday you have studied one model, no? At least name that. Exponential model. Exponential model. How many analyses are there?
Graphical and
Graphical and iterative analysis. So for that, what we have done, we have considered. So basically, 5 models are there: exponential model, piecewise linear model, constant voltage model, ideal diode model, and small signal model. Exponential model, we have graphical analysis and iterative analysis. For graphical analysis, we have considered a small diode circuit. In that, we have written the Kirchhoff's loop equation. We got ID is equal to VDD minus VD by R. Same time, we have taken the diode characteristics. ID is equal to IS e power VD by NVT. And we have assumed that IS and N are known values, and we are going to find out ID and VD using this graphical analysis. For that, in the IV plane, we will plot both the equations, the diode current equation, which is the exponential relationship, and we'll plot the second equation. How to plot the second equation is ID is equal to VDD minus VD by R. In that, if you put ID equal to 0, you'll get the value of VD as equal to VDD, and if you put VD equal to 0, you'll get the value of ID as equal to VDD by R. 2 extreme points you will get. You'll join that. A straight line will be obtained. That line is called as a load line, and the load line meet the diode characteristics at one point. That intersecting point is known as Q point or operating point. From the Q point, if you extrapolate to x-axis, you will get a value of a VD, and if you extrapolate to y-axis, you will get the value of ID. And in the iterative analysis, what we will with the given data IS and N known, we will find out whatever currents and voltages are required, that is ID and VD. Some data will be given in the question with respect to diode current equation. Then we will use the first iteration value as the input to the second iteration, and will obtain a new value of ID and VD, and will compare that ID and VD with respect to the previous iteration. If the values are matching, we'll stop the iteration over there. If not, we'll go for the third iteration. This is what we have discussed in the last class. And in today's lecture, we'll do the next analysis. Take down the heading piecewise linear model. Piecewise linear model. Piecewise linear model. Piecewise linear model find. Piecewise linear model find the linear relationship to describe the diode terminal characteristics. The diode terminal characteristics. Next line, the exponential curve. So here also we are considering the diode terminal characteristics, that is the exponential curve, this one. The exponential curve is approximated by two straight lines. So we will take the exponential curve diode characteristics that is approximated by two straight lines. One is this one, is straight line A, and another is straight line B. Straight line A is with a 0 slope, and straight line B is with a slope 1 by RD, small r suffix capital D. Exponential curve is
this point, ma'am.
Repeat.
Second point, ma'am.
Wait. I just told this one explanation. Not for notes.
Okay.
Exponential curve is approximated by two straight lines. First one, straight line A with a zero slope. Straight line A with a zero slope. And straight line B with a slope 1 by RD. And straight line B with a slope 1 by RD. Notation matters, small r suffix capital D, RD. Because in small signal again you will study small r, small d. The straight lines or piecewise linear model, the straight lines or piecewise linear model can be described by, so listen here. So what we have done is, so this is the terminal characteristics of the diode. This is approximated by two straight lines, okay, with a slope, two straight lines. This is with the zero slope and this is with the slope 1 by RD. Okay, so now here it meets at one point. It is not a diode voltage, that is denoted as VD0, intercept. Usually it will be 0.65 volt. Generally it will be 0.65 volt. You can see VD0. So how will you define the piecewise linear model from the graph? Can you tell me? Till what point the current is 0?
0.65 volt.
0.65.
That is till VD0. That is ID equal to 0 for VD less than or equal to VD0. And what about greater than VD0? Already the diode has a drop of VD and it has an intercept VD0 and it has a slope RD. So what will be the output? What will be the current? When the diode when the voltage, when the, yeah, VD minus VD0 by RD. You have to take into consideration actual drop of the diode as well, which is 0.7. Is it clear for you? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So ID equal to 0 for VD less than or equal to VD0 and ID equal to VD minus VD0 by RD, VD minus VD0 by RD for VD greater than or equal to VD0. For VD greater than or equal to VD0. Where VD0 is the intercept of line B. VD0 is the intercept of line B. VD0 is the intercept of line B on the voltage axis. On the voltage axis. RD is the inverse of the slope. RD is the inverse of the slope of the straight line D. RD is the inverse of the slope of the straight line D. For this particular example, RD is the inverse of the slope of the straight line D. For this particular example, VD not equal to 0.65 volt equal to 0.65 volt and RD equal to 20 ohms. VD not equal to 0.65 volt and RD equal to 20 ohms. Did you understand piecewise linear model? We'll take the terminal characteristics of the diode, that is exponential chara. Exponential chara is approximated by two straight lines. One straight line is having a zero slope and another straight line is having a slope of 1 by RD. So till VD naught, ID will be equal to 0. So ID equal to 0 for VD less than or equal to VD naught and ID equal to VD minus VD naught divided by RD for VD greater than or equal to VD naught. So clear for you? I'll give time to draw. Is it clear? Concept is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you take a piecewise, it appears to be a linear characteristics, right? That's why it is called as piecewise linear model. Next up, you draw this one, exponential model. In that you show that approximation. After that, the normal piecewise linear model is this one that you can draw. And I'll tell you how to draw the equivalent circuit. So if you, how to draw the equivalent circuit, we are talking with respect to ideal diode. That ideal diode we are modeling using different modeling techniques. Okay, so we have a diode which is ideal. Now we are using piecewise linear model. So piecewise linear model has what are external parameters? So that is VD naught is there, isn't it? VD naught and a resistor RD. Okay. So that VD naught, how will you represent? VD naught can be represented using a battery and RD a resistance. Okay. So this will be RD and this will be VD naught. This will be the equivalent circuit of piecewise linear model. And the entire thing will give you the diode voltage VD. Is it clear for you?
Ma'am, no, we have to draw the left one or the right side.
Wait. Did you understand this one? I'll give time for drawing. Did you understand the equivalent circuit? We have an ideal diode. That diode we are modeling using piecewise linear model. Piecewise linear model has an intercept VD naught which we will be representing using a battery, and we have a resistance RD. So the equivalent model of piecewise linear will be like this. Is this equivalent circuit clear to you? How to draw?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now there is another name for this piecewise linear model. What is this VD naught? What is this? What is this? No. What is this? It is a battery. It is a battery. What is this?
Resistor.
So this is also known as piecewise linear model is also known as battery plus resistance model. Sometimes in the question you can see this name. So you must know it is piecewise linear model, battery plus resistance model. Since it uses a battery and resistance, it is called as battery plus resistance model. Battery plus resistance model. So now what you have to do is first to draw this diagram. That is, this shows a exponential curve characterized by two approximated straight lines A and B. After that, the actual piecewise linear model, that approximated one you have to draw. Then you draw the equivalent circuit. Do it fast.
And why we have taken VD naught?
VD naught is the intercept. It is approximated at this particular intercept value, not at 0.5 or 0.7 volt. So till VD naught, it is 0. So our reference is always here VD naught for this particular model. If it is constant voltage drop model, then your VD naught and VD will be same. It will be 0.7 volt. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Take down all the three diagrams.
Ma'am, can you explain the graph again, ma'am?
Which graph?
This graph, ma'am.
This one.
Yes.
1 second. So I have a piece of, I have the exponential characteristics. This you know, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no? This one, I am approximating it to two straight lines. Okay? This one, I am approximating to two straight lines. This one is with the 0 slope and this one with a slope of 1 by RD. So if you take each piece, the response is linear. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
The exponential chara is approximated by two straight lines. So this meeting point is VD naught, intercept. So two straight lines, each straight line is having a slope. So this straight line is with a 0 slope and the second straight line B is with a slope of 1 by RD. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Take down all the 3 diagrams.
Ma'am, VD is the source or VD not is the source, ma'am?
Here nothing is the source. Source means external supply. External supply is VDD. This is the diode drop. If you measure with a multimeter, this is the diode drop. Okay, this is not a, see, this is just an intercept. This is not the power supply what you are giving. Power supply is VDD. We will do one numerical, that time it will be clear to you. Finished? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, 1 second. We'll do a small numerical. Consider the circuit shown in figure. Consider the circuit shown in figure. Utilizing piecewise linear model. Utilizing piecewise linear model. Utilizing piecewise linear model. Find ID and VD. ID and VD. Let VD not equal to 0.65 volt. VD not equal to 0.65 volt. RD equal to 20 ohms. RD equal to 20 ohms. VDD equal to 5 volt. VDD equal to 5 volt. And R equal to 1 kilo ohm. And R equal to 1 kilo ohm. R equal to 1 kilo ohm.
What was VD value, ma'am?
Which VD? VDD, yeah?
No, ma'am. VD.
That only you have to find out.
VD not, ma'am.
Okay.
VD naught is 0.65 volt. VD naught 0.65 volt. I'll write VD naught 0.65 volt. RD 20 ohms. Then R 1K. VDD 5 volt. So what you have to do? You have to utilize piecewise linear model. So for that you have to redraw the circuit. How will you redraw the circuit? So this will be my VDD. Here I have a resistance R which is equal to 1K. Here I am going to take my output VD. Okay, VD. Now this diode has to be modeled using piecewise linear model. How will you draw? For that only I taught you the equivalent circuit. You will be having an ideal diode, correct now? You have an intercept VD naught. You have a resistance RD. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So just before this numerical, you just write down that is after that equivalent circuit. Here an ideal diode is included. Here an ideal diode is included. Here an ideal diode is included to constrain ID to flow in the forward direction only. to constrain ID to flow in the forward direction only. To constrain ID to flow in forward direction only. This model is also known as the battery plus resistance model. This model is also known as the battery plus resistance model. Underline that, battery plus resistance model. So in this question, you have to model the diode using piecewise linear model, and you need to determine the value of ID and VD. So we can model the diode using piecewise linear model with the use of by using the intercept VD0 and RD, and ideal diode is used to constrain the flow of current only in the forward direction. Now tell me, how will you determine ID? What will be ID? Tell me the loop. It starts from here. VDD.
VDD minus VD by
VDD minus VD
VD
naught,
by
right?
R.
This
R
slope.
plus RD.
There only. VD naught
R
divided
minus
by
RD. R minus
R.
RD.
minus.
R
Where
plus
did
RD.
you study?
R plus R.
R plus small rd. See, why it is a series? Because during forward bias condition, this diode will be conducting, it will be short circuited, and these two resistors will be in series. All of you understood? This is a gate question. When I wrote a gate exam, this question was there. Is it clear how to obtain this ID? ID is equal to VDD minus VD dot divided by R plus RD. Students used to do mistake in the denominator. They will not consider R. Most of the time they will include only RD. Then the entire thing will go wrong. Is it clear? ID is equal to VDD minus VD naught by R plus RD. Is it clear?
Ma'am, the given negative terminal means we have to take VDD plus VD naught, ma'am.
Which one? Here.
Yes, ma'am. It is included.
Then the logic that it will not behave as piecewise linear model itself. It should be a positive voltage which is greater than 0.5 volt. Simply you cannot change the terminals. The same time diode has to work also, right? What is the current you are getting? Calculate and give me the answer. No answers.
4.25.
4.26
milliamps.
4.26 milliamps. And what about VD? VD is the total voltage. What is the VD? VD is equal to? Tell me, what will be VD? Open your mouth and give the answer. What will be VD? VD is taken across these two terminals. Tell me, what is VD? You have VD naught. You have RD. Drop across RD. That's it. What is VD? VD naught plus
4.3
plus
ID
into RD.
ID into R, ma'am.
RD, not R, RD. Output is taken across here, not here. Calculate and give me the answer. And basic common sense. VD can range from only 0.5 to 0.8 volt. So how come you will get a 4 point and all answer? Okay. So VD drop will be between this range. So what is the answer you are getting? Give me the answer. VD naught plus ID into RD. RD is not kilo. RD is 20 ohms. No answer. 179 students are there. Nobody's calculator is working.
85.75, ma'am.
85.75. Now only I told.
0.735, ma'am.
Yeah. Who is this? Name?
Aziz, ma'am.
Correct. 0.735 volts. Now you understood, right? Your calculators are not working. Same thing you will do for exams also. That's why in the beginning of the class itself I told you say calculator will be working. Use your brain and then you write the answer. If you put 20 ohms instead of 20 ohms, if you put 20K, and everything will go wrong. Some might have done with the 20K.
Ma'am,
Yes.
there actually we have taken the sum of the VDD and IDRD, ma'am.
Where?
For the VD.
Which one? Here.
Yes, ma'am. VD is equal to VD naught plus IDRD, ma'am. We have taken the sum of those two, ma'am.
This is the total, right? This is output is taken across to this point with respect to ground. So the entire thing will come into picture, right? It is not only VD naught. You have a drop across RD also. So that also you have to take into consideration.
Means like for ID calculation, we have subtracted them. So
where we have subtracted, that is a loop equation. First of all, understand how to write a loop equation. That is a closed loop. Here we are writing the loop. Here we are writing the output expression with respect to this positive terminal and with respect to this negative terminal. So parallelly we are connecting, right? So if you take a multimeter positive over here and negative over here, whatever drop you have here, same thing you will get displayed in the multimeter. So what is that? It is equal to VD naught plus ID into RD. If this both of them are not there, then if you have only diode, then the drop will be equal to 0 because this will be short circuited. And if it is a practical diode, then your output will be 0.7 volt.
Yes. Ma'am, there is no diode means like there will be
no diode means what is that? The logic will not apply. No, we are studying about diodes. Without a diode, how will you formulate a circuit? Please apply some logic and ask questions. Without a diode, we are studying about a diode-based circuits. Without diode, how will it function? Did you understand this numerical?
Yes, ma'am.
It is a gate question. Okay. Now we'll go for the next model, constant voltage drop model. Constant voltage drop model. Constant voltage drop model. Or 0.7 drop model. 0.7 volt drop model. Forward conducting diode exhibits a constant voltage drop VD. A constant voltage drop VD. Usually VD is taken as 0.7 volt. VD is taken as 0.7 volt. VD is taken as 0.7 volt. This method is the most frequently employed method. This method is the most frequently employed method in the initial phases of analysis. This method is the most frequently employed method in the initial phases of analysis. In the initial phases of analysis and design. I hope the model is clear to you. Till 0.7, the diode current will be 0. Once it reaches 0.7 volt, you will get a rapid rise in current. That voltage is always constant since it is a constant voltage drop model. Is it clear for you? Till 0.7, ID is equal to 0. From 0.7, the voltage remains constant. The current will be maximum. Is it clear for you?
Yes, ma'am. Could you repeat the last point, ma'am?
Yeah, 1 second. This method is the most frequently employed method. This method is the most frequently employed method In the initial phases of analysis, this method is the most frequently employed method in the initial phases of analysis. In the initial phases of analysis and design.
Ma'am, also could you please repeat the first point, the forward you have said?
Forward conducting diode exhibits a constant voltage drop VD. Forward conducting diode exhibits a constant voltage drop VD. Usually VD is taken as 0.7 volt. And this method is the most frequently employed method in the initial phase of analysis and design. So here also our base is this exponential Cara only. Exponential characteristics is again approximated to two lines. One is a horizontal line, another is the vertical line. So till 0.7 the current will be 0, and after 0.7 the voltage remains constant. You will get a rise in current, but current will be maximum. And how to draw the equivalent circuit? You have a diode, no? That you have to, actually this is the equivalent circuit. You have a diode ideal. We can write it as ideal diode, and you can replace it with a constant drop 0.7 volt. Okay. So this will be the diode current ID, and this will be diode voltage VD, total voltage VD. Now, see, if I am taking VDD as equal to 5 volt, VD as equal to 0.7, R1K, I am asking you to repeat the previous numerical using constant drop model. I need ID value and VD value. Use constant voltage drop model. Tell me what will be ID and VD? VD without calculation you can tell. What will be VD? Constant voltage drop model.
4.3 milliamperes.
Here it will be 4.3 milliamperes. Correct? Because ID is equal to correct. ID is equal to VDT minus 0.7 divided by 1K. So 4.3 milliamps. What about VD?
0.7.
Absolutely right. 0.7 volt because it is a constant value. So clear for you? Constant voltage drop model. Draw both this one and equivalent circuit. Finished? Did you complete?
Yes, ma'am.
Next model already you have studied, but still I am asking you to take down. Ideal diode model. Ideal diode model. Already you know ideal diode model. Forward bias, it will be short circuited. V equal to 0, V equal to 0, and I maximum greater than 0. And for reverse bias condition, it will be open circuited, V less than 0 and I equal to 0. So the characteristics will be like this. Ideal diode model.
Ma'am, one show
Yeah.
Previous.
Ma'am, which one is correct, ma'am? The left side, the one, or the one you drawed on the right side, ma'am?
See, which one? This one. Actually, this is only more appropriate. You have to show that diode, ideal diode as well, to show that it will allow current to flow only in one direction. That ideal diode is modeled by this constant voltage drop model. Okay, this is only you draw. And the next one is ideal diode model. Already you know. Same thing, you do it. And you may take down this one when you can use these models. Exponential models, it can be preferred when you have a low voltage and for less complex circuits, and when we have to give emphasis on accuracy over practicality. Whenever practicality comes into picture more, then we can go ahead with a constant voltage drop model. So it is preferred for medium voltages of 0.7 volt. It can be applicable to more complex circuits as well, because the diode drop will not be changing 0.7 only. Here emphasis is given to practicality over accuracy. Ideal diode, anyway, it has not that much significance. So usually we'll be preferring this model. Okay, this is very important. You may take down. Actually, in the textbook, one comparison table they have given. I'll tell you to copy that in your notebook after completing the small signal model. Actually, I thought of completing 2 more numericals, but I could not. Okay, let me continue in next class. Maximum variety of numericals I am trying to solve it in the classroom itself, so that any pattern if you get, you will be in a position to solve it. So I may require 2 more classes to finish this diode models. Next class will do numericals, and I'll start with the small signal model. Small signal model is a derivation, and there will be deriving this RD, which is equal to NVT by ID, which is important. This also based on this gate examination and all questions used to come. RD is equal to NVT by ID, small signal model. It is a derivation. Everybody has to attend the class. Why? Because the similar kind of derivation you will come across BJT as well as MOSFET, small signal model, superimposing a pure AC upon pure DC. Have you completed?
No, ma'am.
So you all are maintaining a notebook, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
PPT
ma'am.
will be shared only after completing this topic, okay? Because I have put a lot of effort and solved some numericals. If I share the PPT, nobody will listen to the class. So in advance, I cannot share. That is the only problem why I am not sharing in advance. Otherwise, for me, what is there? Anyway, PPT is there, I can upload it. But only thing, students will not listen. I don't want to happen in my class. Finished?
Yes, ma'am.
For small signal model, we have to leave some gap, no?
No, no need. You just leave it. Okay. I'll teach you that time. That time I'll tell you the significance of small signal model. I'll give some notes, tips. Okay. So we'll be having numericals. Then we'll start with the small signal. This is important. We have some derivation. Then some associated numericals also in small signal model. Classes anyway required. I have put all the types of numericals in PPT. So you won't face any difficulty in solving the numericals. Almost all the patterns will be covered in the classroom itself. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.